be the most useless son of a bitch to ever walk this planet Earth, doing 3 fucking podcasts with no direction or points to them.
And I was just about to ask you, what's the second podcast that you do? And then I realized, oh yeah, it's the second podcast that I do too.
I don't do any podcasts unless you're in them. Actually, I'll be a guest on like Zach's podcast.
Yeah, that's the only time that we do those things.
But those are not like, they're not attributed to me. They're not on my, my resume.
Not in your portfolio.
Yeah. Can you imagine trying to apply for a job? I wonder if you can apply to be a podcaster for a career.
Well, yeah, I mean, you could try and get
University.
onto a network. Yeah,
there we go. I think that's what Ming does. Basically, he just he rents his studio equipment out, teaches people how to do it. Boy, I had a dream that Ming.
Fucking stupid asshole.
I had a dream I was hanging out with Ming and BQ.
Oh, that's a good one.
Because Q is someone who I still haven't met him yet, and I just want to meet him and tell him thank you for sharing your experiences with your horrible relationship.
Yeah.
Where he just was like, do you ever hear his story? Where he was with this girl, I think they were engaged.
Yeah.
And he just was he just couldn't take it anymore. And he just one night he's looked at this Joker statue he had. And
yeah.
That's all I need.
Yeah.
That's all I need. And he took it and he just fucked off.
Yeah.
And it's and just all the reasoning why is just she was terrible and stuff. But
right.
His he espouses please don't submit yourself to awful things.
Right.
Just go and be healthy or be alone.
Right.
And that got me really thinking about, that was just one of the many things.
Yeah.
But I wanted to share with him that I think I told Ming about it when I saw him about that it was meaningful to me. But
I'm sure Ming had
meanwhile
nothing to do with Ming. So
he follows this. I know he follows this. He'll never listen to this show because he's too busy getting his ass slapped by the women he's hanging out with. That's the inside scoop for you. I was like, what the fuck?
That's the inside scoop.
Yeah. I was like, dude, what the hell? Are we even live right now?
Yeah, we are.
Okay,
yeah.
Good. It's in the ether.
It's out
the
there.
ether.
Yeah, we're keeping this all going.
But yeah, I witnessed that when I went to meet him, and really I was there for Jay and Jason Mewes and
Brian O'Halloran.
Brian O'Halloran. Thank you. Yeah. Who I hadn't met before. I was really excited to meet them because I was like, yes, I love Jason Mewes was the best.
I'm sure
he was so great.
Yeah.
He exceeded my expectations. But yeah, I saw Ming leaving this one room and this girl's slapping his butt and he was running off playful. And I'm like, what? Ming is married.
Ming's in trouble.
But he's never home.
Nope.
He is always traveling. I follow him on Facebook or whatever.
Yep.
He's always traveling.
He's always on a plane.
Mm-hmm.
Got to keep those shoe shelves highly stocked.
Yeah.
God, he loves them. Loves them. Let's start this dumb fucking show.
Yeah, let's start this horse shit.
Oh my God.
I hate this show.
It's just terrible. And you know what? I started the damn Instagram already. They're all listening to this dumb shit too.
You don't get to escape at this.
You guys are doing this to yourselves. Here we go. You're going to get cut off before weird news, maybe. I don't know. Well, I'm going to stop talking.
We have a time limit.
For them. But just hop over to Facebook or
Facebook.
YouTube.
Come on.
Then you get the whole thing.
Zuckerberg's already got your
As
money.
if that's a good thing. Whatever. Yeah, that's exactly right. He already has the money.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story. And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen. Yay! And then... Wait!
What does that do? Did that blow your mind?
That just happened.
This corner weighing in at 180 pounds.
Darkness, everybody!
You've got a dirty, whorish mouth.
A fucking amateur. Am I wrong? No. Am I wrong? Yeah. Okay then.
Hail to the king, baby.
Oh, fuck it, dude.
Let's go, bull.
You tell anyone about this, I'll fucking kill you. I'm kidding. We'll come back by tonight. Okay.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Kickstart with Matt
and Matt.
We did it. We've made it back.
Here we are. We're going to do a 3-hour episode for you because Matt is going to miss
400 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. We have that many hours for you to listen to. But Matt's going to be gone for two straight episodes.
2 straight. Oh yeah, because
Next
it's
week.
landing weird in the week. So yeah, so we're
Yeah,
gonna
you're
be
like Tuesday to Wednesday or something.
yeah, something. So we're gonna miss 2, but we're gonna try to just send you all of the peaceful, loving, cricket-filled vibes to fill that silence, so you can realize that it's better when you don't do this to yourself.
I was going to say, we're like the police. We have a quota. We have a quota of violence to instill.
We have to find them. We have to find them. Yeah, that's the deal.
We're karmic enforcers.
Mm-hmm.
All the things you've done wrong
Right.
or could do wrong.
Yeah.
I ever wonder if people who who have bad things happen to them seemingly like, like they didn't do anything wrong.
It just happenstance.
What if it's karma in that they've thought about too many bad things?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah,
you're bringing it. You're pulling it toward yourself. It's like a tea bag in reverse.
Yeah.
Like it's pulling all that stuff in out of the water. You got to be careful. Yeah, that magnetic powder still floats.
Also, that brings up a good point. Why can't we flavor the ocean like high sea?
Because we can't agree on a flavor.
Yeah, well, that's the biggest, and we'll never have unity.
They can't keep it out of those. What is it? The fucking what you get out for enough in the water? Fucking
oh oh god, I don't know what that's called.
International waters.
International waters.
Yeah, once you get out in international waters. Then what
Could
flavor
you
do you do?
imagine
Is it mystery flavor? Is that what it is? Nobody knows.
Do you imagine dying in a riptide of grape soda or sharks eating you in Capri Sun? Just like you're like, well, this isn't so bad because the taste.
Not even that. It's like you end up in like a cheap part of Florida, and it's like crystal light.
I'd say regional flavors is really the way to go. And the Chesapeake is just Old Bay.
You're never lost. You just keep dipping your finger in.
Oh, I know exactly where we are.
We're on the Northeast.
Oh, yep.
We're way
Clam
off.
chowder.
We're way off. Look how purple those icebergs are. We're definitely in Norway. Full of the great.
I just feel like powder. The ocean is all of this untouched real estate that we should be tainting and turning into cheap entertainment and consumption and money.
I mean, we could just bottle it. We could sell straws.
Is it that Hawaiian Punch isn't big enough for this to happen?
I think that's what it is.
That's what's
I don't
precluding
think there's
it.
enough. Yeah, I don't think there's enough powder.
Yeah,
to do that. And also the salt water probably would work.
Having it be so salty probably is what creates a very difficult.
All these kids would be dying of dehydration because they would be going out and like just guzzling down the ocean, and the salt water would just cause...
You got these beef jerky dried out children all lining the shores next to all the dead turtles with like straws stuck up their noses.
Their skins are like bright red and blue from all the powder gets sucked into the pores.
Oh man. I mean, it's great. Like the Earth is 70% water. I don't know if we could make enough powder to fill the oceans. It would definitely be a world unified endeavor.
Yeah, we would. Yeah, the UN would have to be involved
unless we can space mine the materials needed to make high C, and then we can just dump it straight.
Just a tube.
Boom.
Just
space elevator. Like a baster.
It's like the Salt Bay guy.
With his flare.
As the Earth rotates,
season that Earth, baby.
Sprinkling it down.
That's how I feel about like the idea of God. He's just seasoning it with hatred and.
Well, I mean, he's doing a great job. He's definitely keeping it an even coating. That's for sure.
Yeah, he's taking all the special people away.
Yeah,
every single year.
Most of them are gone,
including Carl Weathers, who just fucking died.
God damn it, man! He wasn't that
he wasn't that old.
No,
I guess
he didn't seem like he was in bad shape or whatever.
No.
I guess the last time was The Mandalorian. The last time I saw him
Yeah,
I think that was the last time.
Isn't Mandalorian still going on? There's another season.
Yeah,
I'm wondering if he's finished filming it or not.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, they'll have to explain him away.
Yeah,
or they can just CGI him like they did with Carrie Fisher.
Yeah, that's
remember
true.
How they just made her float through space.
It's Disney, so they can do what they want.
She never did. She even I can't remember because I hated those movies. But did she like die?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. Yeah, and George Lucas was just laughing in his Jabba the Hutt palace,
turtleneck.
Yeah. Because he still owns. Once she dies, like he gets a little part of her.
Oh yeah.
He's like, this is still mine.
He goes around, he
is
cuts
my
off her
receipt.
pinky finger out of the coffin.
He like wraps it in a handkerchief, puts it in his pocket. It's my receipt. And he leaves.
He looks like if Kermit the Frog was imbued with sentience and like real life. He was like a Pinocchio, but Kermit the Frog.
He looks more like there's these Muppets that are just tubes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
The meep.
the
Meep, meep,
meeps.
meep, meep, meep.
Yeah, that's what he looks
Or
like.
who is the not the Swedish chef, but I think it's like Beaker.
Yeah,
and
right.
Bunsen,
Yeah.
I think.
Yes, that's correct.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's the names. Yeah, it really is. It's just like that because it's his chest goes straight to his lower
His
lip.
sternum. It's from sternum to bottom tooth.
There's
No definition.
Indentation,
Mm-mm.
definition.
Mm-mm.
It's just smooth as the side of a tube of salami.
Man, I'm gonna try to bait Chris back in here somehow.
Yeah.
Out of the dimension, because like Star Wars, I understand that
Mhm.
people love their Star Wars and stuff.
Sure, they love
But
the
I mean,
wars.
there isn't a lot of real nuance going on, even in the original ones.
Right.
I know that there's kind of like a little bit of political drama, but it's really just kind of like I don't know, it's been said like a space soap opera.
Yeah.
It's very simplified. It's almost like to the detriment of the people watching. I don't think things are very so easily divided up in half. Like the
No.
world is a lot more colorful than that. And you're talking about entire universes, and you can never get away from just like a couple characters.
Nope, just those guys. They're the only ones that we care about because they're the only ones that we know.
I think it's really just that somebody had the balls and some money to make costumes, but everybody's imagination can go wild with like aliens. and-
Let it run free.
yeah, like it's nothing special. It's not. I just whatever.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Whatever.
I'm ready for more. I just want to just keep throwing this stuff on the dumpster fire because I want to see what colors the flames can
think-
be.
I feel like I'm getting older to the point, like older music,
Yeah.
like classic rock and stuff,
Mhm.
is starting to bore the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
I hear something that I've heard that for the at least like 4,000th time,
Right.
and I just turn it right off or I walk out.
See,
I don't care.
I'm doing the opposite. Well, I kind of sort of the inverse. Of course, I would be, but I'm going back to all the stuff that used to bother me when I was younger, and I
Mhm.
love it now.
What are we talking about?
Just like weird, like choral music
Okay.
and it's smooth jazz.
Mm,
You know, all that kind of stuff.
French rap.
The French rap, I love. If I can't understand them and they have an accent, man, let me tell you what, it's thumping. It's thumping, as the kids say.
Are they saying that now?
Well, they probably are somewhere. Somewhere, the French kids probably say it. In
It's the
English.
French ones.
Yeah, that's what you have to be careful of.
I would love to just get offensive words from another language, just printed all over shirts and just wear them. I've been seeing.
I've
I've been seeing a lot of that.
I've been seeing those on the internet.
Mhm.
Yeah, they're around. That's not a bad idea. I mean, it's a good way to sort of introduce yourself.
Mhm.
You know, I don't know how well it does with keeping the pickpockets away or
Mhm.
the human traffickers, but I'm
Yeah.
sure it's. I mean,
it's
you've
probably
got
advertising to
yeah,
them.
that's exactly right. Yeah, it's like a 50-50 card sort of thing. Yeah. So maybe
Oh,
stick to
man.
the maybe stick to it in
Hey,
your
you
language.
bring up a good point. I mean, let's see if we can get like a human trafficker as our third mic every now and then.
Yes.
Like, we should really be filling in guests who no one wants to touch.
I'm telling you, what I want to do, I've got a
How
TV
about the-
big enough.
How about the guy
I
who's
want a TV right here. I want
yeah,
to put a TV
we could be like
right here.
Space Ghost,
And
coast to coast.
That's exactly right. And because it would pick up on the camera and we could have it so that we could see it. We would look over there. The microphone would be here, even though it's not even hooked up or it's not turned on. And it would be great. We could
Yeah.
have anybody on there.
Let's have fake people who
I love
who-
fake people.
Like we just have people who play characters. That way
Most of
there's
them are better.
that
Most of them
way
are better than
we're
real
not
people.
calling people in from prison who
No, no,
eventually will
yeah.
get out,
Well,
remember us,
yeah,
feel
that's it.
insulted, and then kill us.
See, but the thing is that when we're looking at them, they can't see us. They only see the back of the head. See, that's all in the plan.
We can do it. We can do it
Mhm.
anonymously.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly right.
That's how we do it.
It's not like our names are attached to this. or anything. So let's see what's been going on. I've been watching more Triple D. I can't get enough of it. Every time I
What?
eat, every time I eat,
Oh,
I watch Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives because I love watching Guy Fieri slowly kill himself.
Oh my
But
god.
I can't do it unless I'm eating because I get so hungry. I just can't. I can't handle
I
it.
wonder if Food Network is just like for the profit of food
It's got to
in
be.
general,
It's
because it always makes you hungry when you watch
It
it. But how
does.
do they know what you're going to reach for?
Now, see,
They
now I
can't
can watch some of these other shows, like, well, of course, I haven't watched Food Network forever, but I can watch some of these other shows, no problem. But it's particularly Guy Fieri because of the food that he goes for.
Yeah.
It's always greasy and cheesy.
Yeah, it's
and
there's cockroaches in
Oh
it.
my god, it's like
It's old.
I can't handle this.
It's your diet.
It's my diet. It's
You're
well, what it
just
used
not
to
the
be.
size of
What
him.
it used to be. Now,
Yeah, that's true.
These days, stays in the fridge a little bit longer before I let it.
Well, that's
free to the world. Now,
That's
if I choose to eat it through the day, elements be damned. I don't care what happens.
You just fly. Your lifestyle flies right in the face of all practical science that says after like 2 hours at room temperature, there's bacteria galore all over that fucking thing. You have an entire civilization of bacteria living inside of you. I would be hard pressed to look inside and not see like a colony just with skin.
I'm the one guy that could have stood up at Madam Curry's presentation and be like, I think his bitch is lying. I'm fine. Yeah, she's talking about science, but
Fuck her.
nothing wrong with my bacterium. They're all just fine.
Pasteurization.
That's right.
Go to hell.
Yeah, whatever.
Wrong.
Whatever. You want to spend that time? I mean, I don't know about you. I'm going to be spending it chugging my second gallon of raw milk.
You were like Trump when he got COVID and he was on TV and he was like, but he was they were hiding him because he was filmed really far away. You could tell he was like suffering.
Yeah.
And he had to go to the hospital and everything.
Yes.
Because all he eats is cheeseburgers.
Right.
Him and Guy Fieri.
Oh, wow.
Guy Fieri is the White House chef.
What a tour. Yeah, absolutely right. That's exactly what he is.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
But I've been just devouring those.
Oh yeah.
Episodes. It's great.
So what are you eating during that time? You go get like some fast food?
Oh no,
What do you reach for?
It all varies. And in fact, sometimes I'll be in the middle of eating and I'll get the impulse of, "Ooh, I wish I could eat that." But I always make sure I'm eating something good. So then I turn around and go, "No, I'm content with what I have."
I see.
So that I don't get in the car and drive.
You put the show
Minnesota,
on
or whatever.
while you're you go following his footsteps. You put the show on while you're already engaged.
Oh yeah, I'm mid-meal.
It's a planned
I'm
thing.
mid-meal. Oh, it's
This is
totally planned.
planned.
It's totally planned because I'll cue it up and hit pause, and
Yeah,
then
I
I'll go
gotcha.
down, get my
All
food together, come back up, sit down. I got to get a bite in. I have to be mid-chew.
Yeah.
Then I can
Then you
hit
can watch
play.
him shovel that fucking shit.
That's right.
A big fat
Yep.
bowl of macaroni and cheese down his fat gullet.
First, he pulls up and says the same thing that he always says. I'm Guy Fieri. We're rolling out.
I think it just scratches the itch for you because that's
does.
our show.
That's exactly what it is. Just without food.
Shoveling garbage down your throat. We have the same exact opener every single time.
I love it.
Just rolling into places we don't belong, trying to highlight things that that are worthwhile, but no one's really paying attention to, and they'll be just fine if we don't say anything.
I love it.
So apparently, right, all those places are doing just fine. I mean,
Yeah,
he's not
they
like
don't care.
spotlighting them to the point.
Every once in a while, he'll go into like an old mom and pop shop, and the pop is like 90 something, and he's just like angrily looking at him the whole time, like telling him, "I don't know, you just make it." And then he does it, and he's like trying to guess the ingredients that are going in, and he's like, "Yeah, well, I don't know, I don't remember what this one is, but this goes in here." And stirring it with a giant wooden spoon that he got from World War One. Like fucking broke off the barrel of a wooden tank or something like that and carved it.
That's another weird thing, right? That
great.
right there, wooden spoon. I mean, doesn't wood typically isn't there like if it's an old wooden spoon, there's like cracks and things. There's all kinds of opportunity
If
for
you
food to be like
you seal it, but if it starts
sitting in
to
it.
open up and be porous,
Yeah,
that's a no go, no
Yeah.
bueno, as they say in the
Mhm.
South. Yeah,
you might as well stick your arm in there and start swirling.
yeah.
around.
It's
Although the heat
it's
usually will
full.
kill whatever.
well, that or help whatever's in there to grow. And no, well, that's the point.
I don't think that's right.
That's not what we want. We don't want that one to happen. No. No, it's like just little pieces of it. It'll break down inside of there.
Mhm.
Get a little leaf of lettuce in there, breaks down, and then it
Mhm.
starts to get all fuzzy, and it expands and it expands and
Yeah.
expands. No good. That's
Mhm.
not what you want. You don't want that. If your food has hair,
Ooh.
it's time to get some different food.
Go over there.
Go over there, way far away over there. Yeah,
we
you
should
don't-
we should
don't
turn
wanna
into a
forget that.
cooking podcast.
I mean,
Just
I could
just list recipes and be the most boring.
just read
Read the steps. Read the other people's their bio that they
Let's
put.
make that a segment of the Two-Headed Horror Show.
Oh my god, we will drive all listenership out of the Say You Love Satan network
I
if
love
we
it.
could just destroy
Oh,
their entire
just torpedo it.
like that would it would on the one hand it would be horrible for them, but on the the other hand it would demonstrate so much power.
We are so yeah,
like
exactly
I would
right.
feel powerful.
You're
in that
lucky.
sense.
You're lucky that you have such
Now you
might,
know-
such a might within
now you know
your
the kind of
network.
weapon you
That's
have.
exactly right.
Wield it with care.
Now start another network and treat us better.
Say you love Matt and Matt.
That's right. Exactly right. You know the names. They're the same.
Oh God, what is our listenership like over there? Actually,
I'm not sure anymore. I haven't checked in on
I wonder
the stats.
if I wonder if it's just probably it's gonna be like the show where there's probably like maybe like one or two people that are like, oh, they're kind of like this,
Yeah.
and versus like I think people flocked away from it. If I had to
Well,
guess.
yes, because we don't touch on the same sort of intense focus on details about the
like the
minutia.
trivia and all that type of stuff. Yeah,
Right, we don't dive into that as much.
no, we really don't get into that, and I kind of like that we don't. I kind of like that.
Yeah,
we're
sure.
A little
It's
bit
well,
different.
it's an alternative, and that's because it's difficult to keep the movies to separate us all.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's true.
Zach
Well-
says, "Who needs details?"
Fuck details. I go through my whole life not needing any details. Don't tell them. Don't tell me the details. Keep them to yourself.
That's right.
They got
Get those details out of here.
they got
Get in my way.
shows galore over there at Say You Love Satan. Though they just added a new one
I know.
with John and Benny.
Oh, I listened to it.
Oh, did you listen to it
What a-
already?
What a perfect pick for their
Yeah.
first one.
Oh
that-
man, it looks it's like such a good movie.
John Stamos, Gene Simmons. Oh yeah, I saw this a long time ago
Mhm.
because they flashed a scene on Gene Simmons' Family Jewels. Remember that A&E show
Yeah,
I used
yeah.
to watch?
Mhm.
They flashed a scene of him from that movie, and I was like, "What the hell is this? He was in a movie?"
Mhm.
Yeah, because I knew he was in the movie, Kiss Meets the Phantom or whatever.
Yeah,
But I was, what the hell? And
like
that
a Scooby Doo episode.
yeah. Kiss Meets the Phantom. That was on those Kistery things that they put out that I got at Walmart. Remember when I was getting them?
yeah. Oh my
So,
god,
but
so much Walmart garbage.
Oh yes, it's my attic is literally full of it. But yeah, they put this one out, but I had never seen it before because they never included it in any of these releases, and so I went and tracked it down on VHS, I think, and saw it. So I was familiar. I was initiated into the world, but it's great. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's a crazy stuff. But yeah, it's good. I think the boys are doing a great job, and I think that we need a little bit of that TNA getting into everything.
Well, it's once again, it's just the other one of the other like sides of that horror world.
yeah,
It's perfect for them because that's like, I mean, they know so much about it. It's just like
that's exactly
that's
what it
their
is. It's-
wheelhouse.
right, exactly right. Yeah, it's listening to. It's almost like the I guess the knowledge of like an NPR host to
Mhm.
just throw all these random little tidbits of
yeah,
stuff out. But we're gonna substitute that with loud noises
yeah,
and non sequiturs from me for the most part.
yeah. We're just gonna criticize things and
Or however
You know,
we do it, however things
who
go
cares?
on, whatever.
don't
tomorrow.
listen to that.
Whatever tomorrow
Don't
brings.
listen to that to the other show.
Whoever
Do
knows
it
what's
for
going on.
them. Do it for the other guys, not us. If it helps their numbers, then please.
That's what we want. We want to help their numbers. We want to keep them going because they're the only reason that we've connected with some of you. But you're listening out there, and that's good enough. Jesse was talking about how he was watching Naked and Afraid because I was talking about it.
Jesse should get on the Plex. I bet
It's
he'd have a
great.
field day.
Oh
with it.
man, I'm sure he would. I've got some stuff on there. Of course, I'm sure he has copies of a lot of those movies out. But I have quite a selection on there. I keep the half of me wants to get other people in there, but then I also think about the issues that I have with it every once in a while. I'm
Mm.
like, God,
Well, you have to have an entire
wanna- I wouldn't-
network to,
but no, but
to
I
announce to it.
I keep thinking like I'm going to move all this stuff over to a NAS box, which essentially would be just a unit that's network dedicated. It doesn't have a computer; it's just hard drives. There's a
Oh.
way you can use a Plex server from a NAS box.
Mhm.
I was thinking about doing that, but then again, it's just like I kind of like the ability to remote into this computer if there's an issue.
Yeah.
I could kind of do that with the NAS box, but it's a bigger pain. But I don't know. It's I just love being able to share this stupid amount of movies that I have or media.
Yeah.
With people who can enjoy it. So that's always a nice.
It's
thing.
great.
I would like to. Get
I'm
it to them,
canceling. I'm
but
systematically canceling all subscriptions.
There you go. That's it.
Because it's already there.
It's already
I
there.
got rid of
it.
Disney Plus.
There you are. Me
Sorry,
too.
Chris. I forgot to tell Chris
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
still using it, but I had to get rid of it because I was like, I'm never
He's on the
using
Plex
it.
too. I think I got him.
If he's on the Plex, dude, then there was no reason for us to have it because basically anything you want is already on.
yeah, I've
the
got them
Plex
all
server.
on there.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh well.
So that's all that's been going
That's
on.
that.
I don't know what the
what's
hell
going on
else.
with you?
Oh,
Anything?
God, all kinds of just prepping. I mean, we did our show,
Yeah.
so that was good.
Right.
I'm just prepping for the wedding.
Right.
for later this
Getting
year.
yourself together for
Yeah.
all of that.
That's about it.
We've been getting there's videos of us playing all over YouTube.
Really?
Like, we actually
more than
come-
just a couple.
We like show up on the first page now.
Really?
Yes, it's not. It's no
Ooh.
longer Sailor Moon videos.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I love that. Hell yeah. Well, yeah, I feel like we kind of got the attention of enough people this time to kind
Yeah.
of establish ourselves a little bit.
Yeah, it
more.
really was. It was perfect for getting our foot in the door there and getting.
Ron
everybody
took some really
to
good
know.
photos too.
Yeah, I saw some of them from like a slideshow or something.
Yeah,
like
that's where
that.
I saw
Yeah.
'em.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm. Yeah, we'll see if we can get a hold of those too. I'm gonna try and get some of that stuff put up onto the Facebook page now that that's all rebuilt and everything. I don't know what the hell happened to it last time.
Yeah, I don't know. Just like it just disappeared. I guess.
I don't know
It
what
was-
the hell happened to it.
Yeah.
It was just gone. I
Mhm.
tried to search for it. I tried to look back through my history to see if I had saved the bookmark or something like that.
Mhm.
It all disappeared. I don't know what the fuck happened to it, but it's back now. And you know,
Zuckerberg took it.
Zuckerberg probably took
If
it.
we get
He
an- if-
couldn't handle it.
If we get a competing King Diamond band suddenly show up,
Yeah,
you know who it is.
especially if he's got a long face.
Mhm.
Uh-huh. We know exactly who this is behind the paint.
Grandma, welcome home.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. No, your beep boops don't count. I'll tell you what, speaking of beep boops, I saw this. What's this new thing where they overlay virtual reality on the thing? Did you hear about this?
Mm-mm.
It's some fucking thing Apple put out.
Oh, like the goggle thing.
Yeah,
that
but
they have.
but it's just like it's open on the other side.
Yeah, you're looking through glasses.
Yeah.
but basically there's some interactables
Yeah,
that only you can see. Makes you look like I've seen videos. Makes you look like a crazy person.
it does. It's great. I want it. I want it right now. I want it today. I saw this and I was like, this is
It was
exactly
like
what I want.
$4,000.
I'll do it. I want.
I know you will.
I just want a pod and this. If somehow they can make the glass of the pod
Yeah.
with this integrated in it,
Mhm.
you will never ever get anywhere near my body again.
Mm.
Anybody. Nobody. It'll just be me inside the pod, slowly dying, and I won't let anybody know.
Your DoorDash orders just piling up outside this pod.
I have these two like dryer hose arms with C clamps on the end, trying to pick up my DoorDash order and get it to this port on the top. Yeah,
Just
I can't
pour
wait.
it over the top of
I
over your head on burgers and fries.
Hoping some of it
spilling.
will seep through. Yeah, I can't wait, man. It's fucking
It's like,
great.
it's augmented reality.
Yes,
it's
that's what I
called.
want. I want
Yeah.
augmented reality. I want to be a cyborg today. I'm waiting.
Yeah. Well, the other thing too they did, I think, was they got like computer chip installed in somebody's brain. I think. Did you see that? I think it was Elon Musk.
I did.
But I saw some guy roasting
Yeah.
it online, and I thought it was
Yeah.
hilarious because he's like, this Elon Musk who like makes the shittiest trucks you've ever seen, and is just like he's just like this rich asshole.
Sure.
Like it's not. He was saying it's not like it's not like the Star Trek kind of insane future.
Mhm.
This is like cyberpunk, like Futurama,
Right.
delivering ads into your dreams kind
Yeah.
of bullshit.
Right. Right.
Which is that I will never see. I'm the whole other side. I don't trust the human race
Yeah.
to not invade my actual. I mean, they're already basically doing that now
That's
as
what
I
I
just
mean.
doom scroll.
Why are you worried about it? It's already happened.
But I hate it. I
Well,
don't
yeah.
want it.
Yeah, I know, but you might as well embrace it if you get cool stuff.
Oh, that's how
It's like they already fucked you up. You're already fucked up. You're dead. You're already dead. You're
already lost. Just
You're
accept your
already
fate.
dead.
You get the crackers.
Just do the craziest shit you can here in the afterlife. That's it. That's
that's-
my look. That's the way I look at it. And if you can get time, right? The one valuable thing that you didn't have when you were alive in this other whatever this other world was before you got microchipped and turned into a toaster oven, smart toaster oven, or whatever,
That's all you're gonna be.
whatever it is.
Yeah.
Use the time to do something that takes a lot of time, like space, or maybe like trying to figure out how that like
You're talking about the transhumanism stuff
the
now.
wood blocks fit together. Yeah, exactly right.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'll take eternity with the transhumanism. That's
Yeah,
fine with
I
me.
mean, as a
I-
smart
I will
toaster,
not-
I'm sorry, you don't get to choose your form. It's just time, yes or no.
Answer now.
No follow-up questions.
Time. You want more time?
Yes or no.
This is a Black Mirror episode. My consciousness was uploaded into a smart toaster, and I have to spend. I live for eternity, but I have to toast bread all the time.
You get turned into a security camera. And you just watch your former wife get railed by her new boyfriend. Oh, this is great. I love Buddhism. Yeah, I don't know. I think that that ultimately it's all about the choices that we make, and they just lead us to a place we have to deal with it.
Just give up.
That's right.
Let it
Just-
happen to
just
you.
let the death wash over you, and if you can have time in exchange for it, use that time to do something interesting.
I can't. It's like the worst possible future for me to have ads delivered into my brain when I
Yeah.
have no conscious. Like I can't exit out of it.
Right.
I'm just stuck there. I can't. That is like. Then there's and like there is. It's in a movie I recently saw. I think I probably talked about. I talked about it on the show already. I won't spoil it, but I was just they did it so perfectly, and I thought, ooh, I don't ever want this to be a reality, but it probably will be one day.
Well, one day it's sort of inevitable that it's, you're gonna. I mean, we already have like little slogans and stuff like digga 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 digga. No, not that Sandstorm.
I love that. I love that Darude was. I love singing- No, digga, 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 digga. That is what's playing in my brain all the time,
There you go.
and that's fine
The
because
sand-
that's art.
The Sandstorm keeps the ads out.
That's like an antivirus. Darude, McAfee's Darude
Yeah,
system.
that's it. Yeah, they're coming back. McAfee's getting back
Is
on the board.
McAfee? Are they like dead? Because I mean, he's dead.
They still exist. The company still exists. I think. I'm pretty sure, but but
he.
they lost their credibility a long time
Oh
ago.
boy, I mean, he was going nuts.
Not their partnership though.
Yeah.
I mean, there's elderly people all over the country that have that pre-installed on their computer.
oh sure.
You know, their 30-day trials have been out
Oh,
practically
yeah,
as long as they've been dead on the floor, but they just keep it on the computer, and as long as it's connected to the internet, it counts.
My grandson came over. He runs it for me.
Yeah, it's
Can you
good.
clean this thing up? I can't get my videos to work. And then I think about you ever just think about what technologies will exist that we won't really have access to when we're old because we couldn't keep up?
Yeah.
Like how many old people do you know seriously that that have kept up with technology and use it kind of in not the most like efficient way or the way it's intended, but utilizes it pretty well?
Yeah, I think certain things, because I definitely have helped a lot of older people use their electronics, and for the most part, they will get hyper focused on one function of it, and they'll use that really well, but
Yeah.
they won't realize that it does like 4 billion
Well,
other things.
I feel like I'm already there.
Yeah, I know.
I have a
know.
hard time keeping up with things because I'll find things out about my phone
Yeah.
that's like 10 years old,
Right.
and I'm like, oh, I didn't know it could do this.
I was with my dad the other day. Well, this was a couple weeks ago now, but I was helping him, and he takes his phone out and he starts shaking it like this, and I'm like, "What the hell are you doing?" And he's like, "It turns the flashlight on." I was like, Since when? And damn if it didn't.
Yeah. Oh yeah. With some of the models, it does.
Yeah. You know, so
You just thought he was having an aneurysm.
I was like, he's about to throw this
This is
phone
the end,
across the
Dad.
room.
Sorry. Oh yeah.
I was waiting
No,
for him to chuck
that's
it
more
across
likely.
the room.
More likely to go through
Yeah.
the wall.
No, but yeah, no, he was turning his flashlight on. But yeah, so yeah, you never know. You never know when you're going to learn something. So
That's
you gotta
true.
keep your head on a swivel.
It's just I can't imagine the kinds of technology we'll have. I know that personally, if I'm still alive and we're like way older, for one, I think it'll be cool that we'll have nursing homes with like fucking Nintendo
What
and
robot?
shit all around it. Like
Robot nursing
we'll
homes,
have
man.
games and shit galore. But I feel like I'm gonna try to keep up with like video gaming because
Right.
that I think it's so impressive that it eventually gets to the point where it's like almost indistinguishable.
Mhm.
We're not really there yet, but we're starting to kind of like approach little things that I'm like, ooh, I'm right off the bat, I'm having a hard time telling the difference. And then I'll watch it a little longer and go, okay, yeah, I see.
Yeah.
But there's like a movie called a game coming out that's kind of like from the standpoint of like a body cam,
Okay.
but it looks like body cam footage of a guy going into like an abandoned building, and then like, but it's all the movements are so natural because of the body cam. I think that creates that separation where you know it's another camera,
Yeah, yeah.
but you're used to seeing body cam footage.
sure.
So it's starting to play with the little like your expectations.
Right.
I will tell you, virtual reality, I'm sure you've done it, is weird as fuck because it tricks your brain
Oh, I love it.
into thinking you're there,
Oh, I love
even
it.
though you know it's cartoony and dumb.
See,
Your mammal or your reptile brain can't tell the difference.
I'm telling you, man. When I had insomnia and like my dreams would like overlay on reality,
Mhm.
once I started to realize that shit was happening, and I was like, "Holy shit, it's happening again!" Then I realized I can like do shit with it.
Mhm.
I love it. I love virtual reality for that reason because I love to feel all of the shit in my body go. Or whatever's going on in front of me, right? But then lean into it, like do the thing that my body is telling me not to do.
And you don't even have to do ayahuasca like Joe Rogan.
Exactly right. I don't
See
need
the
to do
clockwork
any of that. I
elves.
don't need to see any elves.
But isn't
I
that the
don't-
same thing as doing like the DMT? Like you're describing a DMT trip, I think.
Yeah. Well, see that.
I've never done it, but that's what I was told by our friend who does like lots of different drugs.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never done.
He's
it
like, it's like
either.
a waking dream.
Well, that's great. I mean, I've done that my whole life. Well,
Yeah.
not my whole life, but for a good chunk of my life, it was all right. The best was flying. I love to be able to like when that's usually the first thing that I do when I realize that I'm dreaming. Like, well, I'm getting out of the fucking earth, that's for sure.
Yeah,
And
this
take
terrestrial
off right
world.
away, start
Fuck it.
soaring around. The best
You
part
start
is,
crop dust and high sea.
oh
in the
man,
ocean.
let me tell you what, I'm like, time to do my part. I don't know if the UN's going to be on board with us or not, but I'm doing my part. Yeah, I gotta be an ambassador. Ambassador to the Kool-Aid Nation.
We kill all the sea life.
Flavor Aid took them. Kool-Aid's bringing them back.
Wars are fought
That's how-
over what
that's-
flavors the
that's
seas
how we're
are.
gonna do it. I mean, that really would be it. And there's just giant tankers out there with those giant
Oh.
hoses, like when they're trying to put out boat fires.
I figured
It's
it out,
just
Exxon.
full of-
Exxon, I'm offering you my
Yeah.
services
There you go.
at a
Listen
high
up.
price, but pay attention.
Just
All
money's
you
no
need to
object.
do to keep the goodwill with humanity is flavor your oil
All
with
you've-
orange.
All you've got
Purple.
to do. It's all.
Pick
you've
a
gotta do.
flavor, and when they spill the oil all in the ocean, guess what? Tasty. Who's going to be mad at that?
Tell the kid. That's why he's trying to get better.
It's so
Yeah,
quiet.
I'm rich. I don't live in a hotel. My friend doesn't live in a hotel. We got a good wife. He got a wife who's perfect.
Perfect form.
He's got triples of Barracuda, triples of Roadrunner, triples of a Nova.
There we are.
I'm gonna weave that in. That you just gave me a great idea
Okay.
for my because I'm thinking about like set lists and stuff for like the wedding.
Oh
and all.
yeah, you've got it.
I'm going to have like a playlist I make where I edit in a bunch of like I think you should leave clips that introduce them. Like he's got a wife that's perfect for him, and then it starts playing the
Perfect
first
for him,
dance song.
Yeah.
And people will be like, "Who is that?" And only like a few people will know what the fuck it's referencing.
That's what we need to do. That's the whole point. That if no other reason,
Mhm.
you had all these unknowing people together, gathered in one place, I'd say that's it.
Audacity is humankind's greatest quality.
Let me tell you
We
what.
went to the fucking moon just because.
Push the limits.
That's what I'm saying.
Push it to the
That's what I'm
limit.
saying. Turn the oceans into flavors.
Yeah.
Because you do it because you can.
Do it because you can. Don't ask if you
Jurassic
should.
Park
Don't.
mentality.
That's exactly
Don't
right.
Never ask.
No, he's right here. We've got him. We've got him. Which one is it?
Da, da, da,
It's not.
da, da,
It's not that. There
I'll
he
tell you
is.
who, Thomas Jane is starting to look more like John
Thomas
Hammond these
Jane's
days.
looking like Tom. Yes, but there he is, right there. You might not recognize him, but fast forward about like 500 years.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, this is the creator of the Jurassic Park.
That's right.
And he sat past tense by himself at the greatest place on earth. You thought that was Disney World, you were wrong.
Mm-mm.
And if you didn't experience it in Hunt Valley, Maryland, you don't understand
You don't know
what
nothing.
you've missed and what this nation used to be.
This used to be great. Make this place really awesome again.
What a mess. What a mess it is, and what a mess this weird news is going to be.
Oh
But
man, I can't wait.
we're going to do it anyway
Let's do
because it's part of the
It's
show.
our only good segment,
It's
so
the only
you've waited
thing
this long.
You've done this much of this, and there's
Yeah.
just all this other stuff in between. You've made it. You've earned it.
Begin.
Get ready. Here comes the pain. I think it's a Slayer song.
Probably. A lot of song references today.
All right. Juan is here. Zach
Juan.
was here. I think Zach might still be here. We
Allison
got two.
is Allison's, I think, seeing Kit. Like she's out.
okay. Well,
yeah,
then that would be.
she's out having dinner.
That must be. All right. Well, let's get this all squared away here for
For our two listeners.
our two listeners.
Our two sweet,
Well, this is
sweet companions
this
in
is-
travel.
primarily for Sean this here, but the
That's right.
the talking in between that's going on right now, that part is for our sweet two listeners. Sweet as can be, that would be you. Sweet as can be.
I'm glad that Zach is finding the time that he has.
Oh man, I know Juan saying Carl Weathers. Juan, we were talking about that at the beginning. Like I was saying, I thought, like, what happened? I know they said he died in his sleep. That's what the
I mean,
family
that's-
said or
That's
whatever.
usually the best of scenarios.
Yeah, but it would have had to be because
It's
not-
weird that there was nothing apparent, but I mean,
yeah,
sometimes
he seemed healthy and
age
everything.
sometimes things just break
Yeah,
down.
could've
I mean,
just got him.
he was at the age where, and this is the thing, when you think about your lifespan,
Yeah.
like you got to kind of figure if you reach 70, you're already getting kind of beyond the point that that's the average. I think
Oh,
is
yeah.
75. So if you get to 75, that's the average.
Yeah.
You might not fall on the bell curve. You might fall on the lower end of that.
Mm.
Then you got people out there who are old as fuck. Carl Weathers died, right?
Yep.
Meanwhile, John Carpenter smoked forever.
Yep.
He's still there. I mean, he's breathing hard.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I saw Chevy Chase in an interview thing with like Bill Maher, who's like he does like interviews in his like smoke-filled garage or whatever the fuck.
Bill Maher does?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Chevy Chase was like, he looks old as hell, and he was
Yeah.
sitting there like that's how he breathes now.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is I can show you because this is not the
Every breath is a surprise, even to him.
it's like
oh, still here. Okay.
like his whole body like jerks when he's it labored doesn't cover the description of how he breathes.
It's all the crystallized cocaine that's
Well,
still in his
he was
sinuses.
talking about a story about cocaine when I watched that. He was talking about how he had this little vial of cocaine and how he took it out to play piano briefly,
Yeah.
sat it next to him, was playing piano for a second, looked back over, it was gone.
Right.
Apparently Jim Belushi took it.
Believe it.
But he denied it up and down, and then the story was he went to Jim Belushi's house one day and the vial was all cleaned out on a shelf. He was like, "There's my vial of cocaine." He's like, "But those were different days." Like, as if he doesn't fucking still do cocaine. Are you kidding
right.
me? He's
Yeah.
just transferred it into some other drug.
That's exactly
There's
right.
no way it's too addictive.
Yeah.
And you have to also. Why do people always tell us cocaine stories so fondly?
yeah.
Like,
yeah.
why do people talk about cocaine so fondly if it's such a like such a bad thing?
It's a-
Why does everybody like it so
What's
much?
everybody? What's maybe? Sometimes I think maybe I'm missing something out here.
Is that Bobcat Goldthwait? I couldn't tell if it was. I couldn't tell if it was Don Knotts.
It was Don,
or
Knotts, it was
Bobcat
Don Knotts imitating Bobcat Goldthwait.
because the little
That's right.
like panic
Because-
at the end,
because of the-
like holding back tears.
yeah, it's a very difficult thing.
Oh man,
Yeah,
I'll tell you what.
absolutely.
I'd love to see a Bobcat Goldthwait resurgence, just briefly.
He
Just a real. He directs now, so
I was
he's
going to say I
he's
saw an
behind the
interview with
camera.
him not that long
Mhm.
ago.
Yeah, I just love to see
Yeah.
him do like the goofy character.
Oh yeah.
It's like these things that lived in the 80s, like Pauly Shore.
Yeah.
No one really wants Pauly Shore around anymore. He kind of sucks. But, you know, he was a definable character.
I would have loved to see him like back in like a Are You Afraid of the Dark episode when they
Oh,
did that reboot.
Man.
Like get some of those guys back in there.
Oh,
Would
my
that have been amazing?
God. Oh my God. I would love for a venue of sorts or like an avenue to see that. To
Yeah.
just see weird has been washed up people.
Right.
I had this thought in the shower earlier today. I was like, what happens if you go from really famous
right.
to completely washed up and like not important anymore, and you lost like your money and your fame, but you still have crazy stalkers
Oh.
who still think that like they're still nuts and they would still possibly potentially kill you, but you don't have money to like insulate yourself from these people anymore, but you've completely like put yourself in the open, so now they know who you are and they're like obsessed with you.
Who is Kathy Griffin? Was that the question?
Is that like a situation that
Well, I mean, it sounds exactly like what she's done. Like she like went from being she was never famous,
Sure,
but
yeah.
she's known.
she's a
But
comedian?
Then everything went. Well, she was on TV shows and stuff like that. Too.
Yeah.
But then everything dive bombed, and then
And did she deal with like crazy stalkers and stuff?
yeah, but most of it was due to the hate of her being
Oh.
liberal. You know.
Well,
so-
right, because she started doing like this very anti-Republican
Right.
campaigns and
Right.
stuff. Yeah,
You know,
I see. Taking a stance. Yeah,
shame on her. Shame on her for thinking.
but just keep your mouth shut.
That's exactly.
If you're
what it
famous,
is.
just shut the fuck up.
That's right.
Also, it just to me, you know, I think everybody maybe. I think if you're like an average person, you probably dream of being famous.
Mhm.
But honestly, I feel like fame is not. You know,
It's not what you want.
it's not worth it. I'd rather just be rich.
The money is what you
I
want.
can do a lot of good with being rich, secretly
Yeah,
rich.
You don't want people to know you because then you
Mm.
can't choose who knows you,
That's right.
and that's not a fun thing.
That is right.
I'm getting another beer before we get started.
Yeah, go
here.
ahead. Yeah,
I'm
Go ahead.
getting another one. I'll be right back.
I'll vamp it. I'll vamp it up. I don't care. You guys are just having like, what is that? Let's call this like the Matt's 30 seconds. That's what's that's what most people are used to when it comes to me. Matt's 30 seconds with Matt. Here we go. How do we get to know Matt a little bit better? Well, I think I'm probably with all Matt's neck injuries, I'm probably getting to be taller than him. So that's a good thing. Finally getting one up on that. Also with my hair is usually taller too. So plus I wear those inserts like Ron DeSantis. I've basically vamped this time talking about how I've now surpassed you in height
Me?
because you broke your
oh
neck
yeah,
so many
'cause on my
times.
neck. Yeah.
Because we've always been like close in height,
Yes, that's true.
but
yeah,
I may have surpassed you now.
but that's why I give you the shorter chair.
I said this was the segment was 30 seconds with Matt. That's what most people are used to.
Juan said a moment with that.
A moment with Matt. Thank you, Juan.
That's all you get.
Always having a much better
That's it.
take
It's just articulate. That's all.
articulation.
That's
Thank
how it
you.
goes.
Thank you very much, Juan.
All right, let's.
I'll tell you what. I think Juan could handle the fame, though.
Juan could definitely.
He can
the
handle
thing.
it.
Yeah, Juan could.
I think Juan would actually do really well in that world because he's so like genuine and
Level,
he's very
yeah.
likable,
Mhm.
and I think he's also he's very like level, you know. So I think he would, and then plus he's very good at acting.
Right.
So I mean, he'd do great.
You got it, Juan.
But Juan is an artist, though. That's why Juan acts, because he loves doing it and it's just an expression. Like
Well, that's
if you're going in there for the fame, you're really in it for the wrong
That's
fucking reason, and
exactly right.
you'll never actually make
no,
it.
you'll just chase constantly.
Yeah.
You'll never feel satisfied.
It's the chosen artistic expression, and if that's the one you focus on, just like how mostly music is like our thing.
Just like people in their half a minute with you.
That's right.
Help me, Jesus! Help me, Jewish God! Help me, Allah! Ah!
Weird news on the Kickstarter, Matt.
Help me, Tom Cruise! Tom Cruise used a witchcraft on me to get the fire off me! Ah, help me, Oprah Winfrey! Ah!
A tarantula enjoys a fine chewing gum. A human torch is denied a bank loan.
the arsonist has audio shit.
And now with this week's weird news, here's
Alrighty, so here we go. Let me get this out here. Let's see. Juan says he wants to be rich and famous.
That's right. That's the way to have it. If you got to have one,
You got to do
if you
it.
got to have fame, you got to have the riches too.
That's it. Yeah. No, you can't have the other way around. That
No.
Kardashian.
That's right.
So, all right, let's get this all queued up here for our visual friends at home who are watching and listening and waiting and begging and pleading for us to stop. Okay, here we go. So first up, everybody, you thought you were safe just because you were a fowl. Think again. A pigeon has been accused of being a Chinese spy. And
This is like that whole birds aren't real
Yeah,
conspiracy
this is great.
theory.
This is all happening.
Yeah.
So they, but had later been cleared by police and released back into the wild. The bird was detained by officers after it was captured last year in a port in Mumbai. It was found with 2 rings tied to its legs that featured words that appeared to be Chinese. Probably just
Uh-oh.
got tattoos.
We were talking about this earlier.
It's just tattoos. I
There's
think.
this is all just like some kind of guerrilla marketing.
We're just trying to get everybody to,
Mm-hmm.
buy their brand.
China.
Just we're not that far. Detectives suspected the pigeon was involved in espionage and took it in. But later on, after 8 months in captivity, it emerged that it emerged. That's a very strange choice of words.
Well, yeah,
It
because
emerged-
it is the information in
Yeah,
this is the
exactly,
subject
yeah.
of this sentence,
Right.
not the bird.
Yeah, it emerged that the creature was an open water racing bird from Taiwan, which had escaped and
Okay.
flown into India. Like, we're still waiting on one of the racers to come back. Sorry, we can't end the race. Everybody has to stay here. Keep that torch burning. Keep it burning. The police then proved that the bird's transfer from the Bombay Society of Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, where the doctors set free the falsely accused avian back on Tuesday.
Was it a hate crime because it was racist?
Now, this is the
It
big
was
question. Yeah, because it
it
is
was
obviously
racing.
a Taiwanese pigeon. But can it
Well,
be
it was a racing
identified?
pigeon.
Exactly right. Yes. So
And they're
this
against
this was-
racing. It
that's-
doesn't even matter about
there
it.
was a- there was a racing thing in
ethnicity.
there. But the pigeons.
I didn't know they had pigeons in China.
Well, I mean,
I thought that was just a dirty New York thing.
no, it's dirty in China too.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's their climate. There's definitely climates in China.
Yeah, they've
that are
got it all figured out. And I mean,
similar.
well, so the pigeon's name was Gustav, and he
Oh,
was first.
What? Pick a motherfucking ethnicity,
Yeah.
bird.
Yeah, exactly right. Well,
Jeez.
they wrote a report attached it to the bird while landing on Sword Beach in Normandy.
What the fucking fuck? This is a globe-trotting bird with a Russian name from Taiwan.
all over the
Gets
place.
detained in India.
That's it.
What is this? Forrest Gump?
That's it.
What
And
the
they,
fuck
it's
is this?
further confusing people because pigeons have been used in spying and combat through history, including by the UK forces in the First and Second World War.
This is crazy.
So they're all around, but the investigation, of course, found that the bird was not a spy. It had simply flown across the border between the countries.
well, wasn't it Mike Tyson who had like pigeons he loved?
Oh
like
yeah,
raising pigeons?
oh yeah, he loves it. He's
Mhm.
all about it.
Mhm.
It's all about those pigeons. I'll tell you what, the pigeons are also all about. A woman who fell into a dumpster
Okay.
while throwing out her garbage
Uh-huh.
had to later be rescued from a trash truck that had compacted the contents while she was inside.
Oh my god, that is horrific.
She-
First of all,
She got Luke
I-
Skywalker, man. She's down
pretty
there.
much,
She's
yeah.
down
She's
there
in,
in
she's
the
in a
pit.
small little block, but that's like Ernest scared stupid. I think he does that to himself in
That's right,
in his
that's
own
right.
truck in
Yeah.
the beginning.
Yep.
But yeah, that's first of all, I'm guessing she like hulked a heavy trash bag and didn't let go of it, and it just took her with her
What
with
is
it
she-
like a.
What is she, like a frail old woman? She just
Yeah.
like the trash bag is heavier than her. Just the
She
whole
used
thing.
it. She used like judo inertia, but it took the trash bag took her completely into there with it. And then, I mean,
Oh.
I'm just so fascinated with how they knew she was in it to
Well-
stop the process. I can't wait to hear it.
Luckily, neighbors heard her screams in the trash compartment.
I'm in the trash. Boy, I'm glad they threw that old lady out. She's really annoying. She belongs in the trash.
She's like, let's how many times you twice? Let's see what happens after the first. Let's see what happens after the first round.
The second is where it's just a pool of blood, right? So the first,
If she makes it through, then maybe she's got some spunk in her. We'll let her back out again. Well, luckily, neighbors heard her screams, and the trash compartment was equipped with a camera. And the driver spotted the woman stuck inside and called 911 as she was crushed to her death. No. So called 911. By then, the driver had reportedly compacted the garage the garbage rather, up to 4 times.
So we were joking too lightly about this.
Jesus
because
Christ, it was
they got
twice as
4
much.
times.
It's twice as much. Just a joke.
That is a horrific situation
Holy
to be in.
shit.
If I got stuck in a trash truck and they started compacting me and things were squeezing me to death in the darkness, I tell you something, I would just hope that it'd take me out already, because that's a terrible way to go.
I'd start
Ooh.
chewing on the stump of my tongue. It's got to end quick. Oh my God. So what the fuck could have been around her that getting compacted 4 times did not turn her into a pancake?
Somebody must have thrown away memory foam or something.
Yeah, it's exactly what it had to be. Yeah, that or
like
just
4
like
mattresses.
good thing it was the end of the year paper shred-a-thon so we could report our taxes wrong.
That's definitely the
That's about
hidden
it.
most interesting piece of
Yeah.
information in this story.
Holy
Because
shit.
there's no way average trash is
No
going to
way,
compact 4
man.
times and not kill you.
And cardboard boxes. Everything. All of that gets thinner than you.
Yeah.
At least
All
while you're
that gets
alive.
thinner than you. Right.
Yeah.
Pool of blood. Essentially, they hit the compactor one more.
Pre-used tube of toothpaste. Yeah, exactly.
Can you imagine the trash truck just pouring a human amount of blood out of it? Gallons of blood.
It tilts back and then a bunch of bones come rolling out.
It's like a
Like
Mortal
the car.
Kombat fatality. Jesus.
Trash man. Fatality. So rescuers used a basket ladder to reach on top of the truck and lift her out. By then, she was standing, talking, and yelling, but not alert enough to answer questions.
She was in the little cube, her arms and legs sticking out.
Like one of those old-timey guys with the barrels on suspenders.
Yeah. The guy
Like
who
she's
loses his
frozen
shirt.
in carbonite
Yeah.
up to the tits. Well,
How did they don't go into how she ended up? Oh, well.
so
we're
the
still
woman was
going.
taken to the hospital after Monday's misadventure. Her name was not released. 32 years. I've never seen anything like that in my whole career. Battalion Chief Bob Buday.
What ranking system is going on with waste management
What
that you are
military is he?
that you are a
part of?
battalion leader of trash? And I want to know this because I feel like we are high-ranking garbage
my
officials
God.
with this stupid
Oh.
fucking show.
Oh, you're the governor of garbage.
Governor of garbage. Maybe that's what she was babbling when she came out of there. She was socialized.
The governor of garbage, the representative of refuse. Please step to the front of the line. Guide us into these heaping, smelly piles.
I don't know if this is like a military announcement or if this is like the entrance of a wrestling match.
The guy who tells you whether your fish is cooked enough or not. Like, he's also military. So it doesn't say how she got in there aside from throwing the trash in there and that pulled her into the
That's-
dumpster, I guess.
I imagine that's what happened.
I don't know if she was trying to sneak it in like at the last minute. If she got drug in and she's like, I'm just so tired after falling in here.
Maybe an octopus tentacle came out and just
Something
pulled her in
something
there.
pulled her
And
in.
then they compacted 4 times, so that thing died.
That's right.
And that's what
it
she was screaming
saved-
about.
It saved her life.
It's a
That's why
monster
she.
Something's alive in here with me.
They're like, no, ma'am. That was just the garbage
Keep
truck.
compacting.
Smash it more. Got to keep on smashing.
It's got a hold of me.
I'll tell you what else need to keep smashing. A car
Oh.
scrapping company in Britain,
Okay.
okay, is offering to jilted exes the chance to send former lovers to the junk heap for Valentine's Day.
This is funny enough. I heard something similar to this.
Mm-hmm.
Where at the zoo they were allowing you to name a cricket after your ex.
Hey, there you
and then
go.
feed it to like I don't know what. I'm sorry. Animal lovers
Some-
here.
oh, right.
Something that eats crickets.
Some-
I don't want
One
to
of those-
misspeak.
One of those cricket dining things.
Mhm.
One of those guys is going to get it. Well,
Yeah, if you have a destructive nature of a job,
yeah, if you want to see, if this is therapeutic for you,
Mhm.
right? And
I don't know how it can be.
I
but
don't understand either. I would only see that it would incite more violence personally.
Yeah.
Like, well, they did it. I'm going to go do it too. And so then you get
How'd
smashed
you get
in a
this
car.
car? Don't
Maybe
ask.
that's what happened to that lady in the dumpster.
Just drop the wrecking
I
ball
was
on
the
top
trash.
Of her.
So Scrap Car Comparison announced its Scrap Your Ex program, and it's going to allow people to have the cars named after their exes before being sent to the scrap heap.
Do they just like go and pick out a car like a Christmas tree that's already at the lot?
I don't know. Oh, I think what they do, they send the names in, and then they
Oh, I
spray
see.
paint it on
It's
or
like
whatever.
adopting a highway or naming yourself like
Yeah.
by naming a star after. you or
Exactly
something
right.
like that.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. It's
Okay.
it's all very official. Paperwork is
Sure.
involved, freshly off of the LaserJet printer. So the offering a unique form of catharsis for anyone who's recently gone through a breakup. The Scrap Your Ex scheme is open for a limited time for anyone worldwide who wants to trash the memories of past relationships or even nominate a friend's ex that they think deserves to be junked.
I
So
feel like if you're hanging on to it
Gotta
so
get it
much
in.
that you
Yeah.
have to spray paint it on a car to have it like thrown out,
right.
then you're not really letting go of it, are you?
Something else is happening here.
Yeah.
Yeah. It might
Sounds
be-
like you're a little hung up on it
if
still.
you're willing to pay money to have spray paint put onto a car.
I also don't think that the car being junked with the name attached to
Exactly
it.
right.
First of all, that car didn't do anything to deserve to be
No,
compared to
no.
somebody that you hate.
That's exactly
That's
right.
like
It's-
buying a plant and just screaming like derogatory things and insults at it until
you
it
know
dies.
that car served that Waffle House waitress well.
Oh
for
man,
the 12
That
years
car
that
has
she
seen
got it after the
so
third
many
used car lot.
tripped down the stairs,
Oh.
fell into a doorknob.
That's right.
You know,
Just hurry up. Let's go to the back of your car. You know, it's like it's really disgusting to be compared to someone like Joe. You know, someone who lacked
unsuitable.
all integrity whatsoever. These wheels never popped. And man, did they do a bouncing. So anyone seeking to scrap their Valentines can simply put their name into an online form, explain why their particular ex-lover deserves to end up in the dump, and then each one will be scrapped during a promotion that will have the ex's name written on the chest.
Since when do scrap yards run advertising for money? Like this is like the weirdest thing to me. It's like, is this bringing awareness to a scrap yard? Usually they're the only game in town. It's
Right.
not like they have competition.
Well,
You scrap your cars there. I mean, yeah, they're like turning cars and stuff, and usually they're just like full of junk, though. I mean, they're not.
yeah.
They're almost rarely. I don't know how scrap yards work. Clearly, I'm like ignorant, but I'm guessing that they turn the metal that's usable from the cars into like something recyclable that they can
They
sell.
separate them sometimes. Some of the yards that have bigger lots or whatever, they keep the cars and then you can come through and pick through them. So like say you have the same car and you need maybe you need a front bumper or
Do you
something
like
like
pay
that.
a fee to just come and get
you
whatever
pay,
you want?
And then sometimes they charge you for the part. Sometimes they just tell you have to weigh it or whatever.
So this is just like hoarding, but a business.
Right, exactly. Yeah, you're
Okay.
you're like the junk barn, basically.
you're the
that
junk
everybody can
master.
go- It's exactly.
Well,
right.
this is just like, what's their title, right?
right.
Like the junk.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah, what are they, Attorney General of Junk?
yeah,
yeah, it's out there somewhere. Somebody's got that badge.
Attorney Junk General.
Yeah, Junk Star General. Somebody's got it. Somebody's got that on there. I don't know. Well, this is it, folks. Get ready.
Oh yeah, I recognize this image right away.
Well,
From the
I'm
movie.
sure you did. Yeah. Well, lube up your soon-to-be cavernous, gaping bank accounts.
Oh Lord. Oh, I thought you were going to announce that they're treating a sequel for this movie.
No. Why would I do that on Weird News? That's the wrong show.
I'm getting my wires crossed. I thought I was doing the other show. Just a little tidbit. They're making an It Follows too.
There you go.
Just so you know.
Yes.
But
that's
I was tipped off by this this picture for the title screen. Go ahead.
So it's the season of love, and what we love is cash. cold, hard cash.
This picture, by the way, is very appropriate with like with the Valentine's.
Give me your credit.
Getting a gift like this is, you know,
That's it.
usually what people are going to be
This is
given.
this is America. This is what we get. Jesus. There's
Well,
the
now
li-
that-
It's going straight into hearing aids. There we go. Well, so in order to feed the machine that binds us to our Anunnaki mining camp of a prison, we've gathered together a list to show you, your sweetie, what love means to you. All right. Are you ready, Matt?
I'm so ready
Are
for
you
the
ready to
Valentine's Day roundup
it's time.
of gifts.
It's
I
time.
love this every year. Here we go.
Has your wife been stressed out since your daughter just so happened to pull the right volume of the Encyclopedia Britannica, opening a secret bookshelf that leads to the sex dungeon that you converted from a Soviet era bomb shelter that was the primary reason you bought the house, and came around the corner as you were suspended by chains from the ceiling, and your wife was up to her Apple Watch inside this guy Ron, who also works at the Apple store, dressed in a leather gimp suit? Well, now your wife can feel gentler explaining the ins and outs of with this BDSM teddy. And the daughter needs to be comfortable. The dungeon's right above her bedroom.
It's soundproof, but not soundproof
It's
enough.
not like we can move the dungeon, okay?
There was no other logical place to
It's
put a room.
cemented into the ground.
I love the picture for this advertisement, by the way.
Yeah.
Because it is shot like a bright, almost like a it's so overexposed bright, like a prescription medicine commercial.
That's it.
It's
It really
insane.
is. Yeah.
This is so inconsistent that I almost wouldn't believe that it's not photoshopped
Yeah.
together.
I know. It's real, though. I didn't do this. I didn't do this. I don't even
Where's Stallone?
Sly, where in the hell is that one at? I don't even-
He's mourning his friend.
He's really.
He's gone. He's in the
having,
corner.
He's having a hard time. I don't even know where it is.
Sorry, Stallone.
I only dreamed you'd say that. There it is. Here.
Want this?
Oh.
I didn't want this.
There we
go.
are. Now we got it. Some people put pussy on a pedestal. Some pussy
Always.
does it all on its own.
That's right.
Anyway, here's, I don't know, tree cat or some dumb shit. I don't know, a cat tree. It's in a heart shape though. So
Yeah,
at least that.
heart-shaped cat tree. If you love, for those people
And-
who love their cat more
and
than
you-
they love their significant other, or maybe don't have a significant
That's
other,
all you have
but
to.
want to make their cat feel loved with a symbol that the cat won't recognize and has no meaning whatsoever imparted into
Not
its
a
brain.
single-
It'll lay in the same shit. It'll lay in a goddamn box or in an empty jar if you leave it on the table. I like that he's coming out of the fifth dimension, like tearing through reality.
Squash and cucumbers. Who does cucumbers around here? Because I like cucumbers. I'm the only one.
Not the only one. Not the only one.
This season,
A lot of people doing.
There's a
cucumbers.
lot of people doing cucumbers
around
this
here. A lot of people
time
doing.
of year.
A lot of people doing. I'll tell you what else. A lot of people are doing. Gravity got your peach game down. Squatting for those rogue milk duds, not keeping your cake as firm as it once was. Well, now you can keep your chiseled impression with Kim Kardashian's new Skims line just for suburban dads.
What the hell am I looking at?
Not really.
I'm not
no.
sure what the
No,
application is of this.
No,
or
it's
what
just,
even it
it's
is.
just a plastic butt. That's all it is.
It's a plastic butt.
Yeah,
coming
it's a novelty
out
toy.
of boxers.
Yeah, I don't know
Like,
why.
Is there the boxers, or is it supposed to imply that the boxers have a hole cut out of them? And
I
the butt?
guess that's what it is.
But the crack isn't even done well
No,
at all.
No, it's more solid.
It's a
more
suggestion
of
of
an
a crack.
indentation.
Yeah.
It's more looks like a chest.
It looks like a
nippleless
dimple.
chest.
It's like a damn dimple on your face.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with this, but are
There's
you
supposed
familiar?
to be a cavernous
Are you-
hole.
That's a. This is supposed to go in deep.
all the way up through the mouth if you follow it far enough.
Let me tell you what. It's like a tunnel of a very strange adventure.
You remember
But-
when Willy Wonka took those kids in that underground chocolate tunnel?
Because I sure do.
That's what
I
goes on.
felt the whole damn thing.
That's what the Cheetos feel like when they go through me.
I didn't choose this. It's just what happens. It's just what happens. I'll tell you what else happens. Dental dams got you feeling like you're going down on a clown. Well,
I'm gonna sound like I'm gonna use this as content here, but like,
Yeah.
what exactly is the dental dam thing? Can
So,
you explain this to
I
me?
will explain it to you. So, a dental dam is essentially a piece of usually silicone, latex,
Okay.
whatever, same material that you'd get a glove
Mhm.
or a condom made out of, right?
Sure.
But it's just a bigger piece
Okay.
with it looks like a giant condom essentially,
Okay.
right? Not giant, but larger.
Mhm.
And you're supposed to take that and lay that over the labia, and then you can go to town
Hmm. Okay.
without any contact.
You just sort of doing like an entire coverage.
Yeah, it's like
Full
a
coverage.
full saran wrap job.
Got it.
Yeah, in fact,
Got it.
saran wrap is an
And
acceptable
then you
alternative.
you unhook it and go.
Yep, then you
pull it
just
all
that's
out
right. Then you
together.
can just all at once, and that way you know that there's no transferring that's
Yeah.
going on. It's all
Okay.
good. Well, if
It's
they-
kind of like stuffing a T-shirt in
It's
there
like-
and just
that's
fucking it.
that's right.
All right, I get you.
That's a diaphragm. That's different.
Right,
but,
right.
But
Oh,
you're, in the
okay.
right, you're in the right department. It's about the same size. So don't end up with some. So a dental dam's got you feeling like you're going down on a clown. Well, don't end up on some joke disease just because some stranger's flower squirt in your face
Oh.
with these oral sex underwear.
God.
Now,
Okay.
so thanks, Juan. Juan's congratulating my description. So this is the only one on this list that I was like, holy shit, this is a fucking great idea. These are
Okay.
single use, which is good.
Okay.
Right. They're underwear, come in different styles, different size, all this kind of stuff.
Mhm.
The company is called Laurels, right?
Okay.
Rest on your laurels, sort of thing.
Sure.
That this isn't fucking a bad idea. This is
You can. It's just underwear you can fuck.
yeah. Well, no, you don't fuck it. It's just for oral sex. It's just
Oh.
that's the idea of going down on somebody. 'cause
Is it-
It's
does it
super,
taste-
super thin? There's no taste at all.
Ah, bummer.
That's the idea. But I'm sure you can flavor it. I'm sure there's a flavor spray available.
I was hoping it was more like fruit by the foot.
They have those
Some
too.
kind of
Yeah, that's a
situation
different
going
one.
on.
But then you got to watch out for the infection. But
Uh,
yeah, so this is a wild
Not
thing.
my problem.
But yeah, sorry. I'm just
Sorry.
concerned about what I'm having for dessert.
So you leave the underwear on and you
Yeah.
just go
And
like
you go to town.
on it, and
Yeah,
that way you're not like
and that way, if it's somebody, you're just not like sure if you really want whatever's going on there around your face, for the rest of your life.
I mean, like I suppose it's got the right balance between sensitivity and protection. Like-
I went on their website and was looking through. They're like microns thin, so it's like
That's really dancing on a razor's edge, though. Don't you,
it
don't
is.
you think?
It is. Well, but see, it's the fucking normally that breaks the condom.
Right.
It's the stretching process that's
Mhm.
normally what makes them snap. So this would potentially be a lot more durable because it's not going to endure that sort of.
It's kind of funny,
penetrative
like you're on a
action.
Tinder date and you
Yeah, right.
you pull your pants off and you're wearing these things and you're like,
Yeah,
just go ahead and just
right. No,
do it.
no, not that one.
What
Leave
is
that layer on.
What does it say? Yeah, leave that one on and then use your mouth because you do not want this to be your dinner.
Yeah, that's
It'll
right.
be a permanent
Let
one.
me tell you
A
what.
permanent dinner.
You'll never forget this meal, so you best keep the wrapper on.
You eat this one with the wrapper on, pal.
Let me tell you what.
And I fully expect you to do so because I'm wearing this
Let me
and I
tell
have
you
to
what.
throw it out.
That's it. These are going in the trash
After
at the
today.
end of the night.
I
So
farted in these all day. So I can't rewear them because I can't wash them because they'll disintegrate.
Disintegrate.
Like you ever leave a receipt in your pocket
It's
and you
just-
go through the
can't-
wash?
It's completely illegible. They have no idea who these belong to.
Jesus Christ.
So we've got that going for us. I'll tell you what else we have going for.
What the absolute fuck is this?
We'd be holding Vincent Price's attention, and maybe you can be holding something too with this Tingler masturbation glove.
God.
If you need this to
Oh,
masturbate,
man.
something's wrong.
It looks like the scrubbers they use to wash like dogs and stuff.
I
ever
think
seen
that's
that?
what this is intended for. But they put it on the
Oh,
list
man.
as a masturbation glove.
This
I
kind of
guess-
looks like
I
this
guess
is what happens.
technically any glove is a masturbation glove if you use it.
That's exactly right. This is what your hand will look like if you finger the girl
Yeah.
without the panties
That's right.
on.
You need that microns of protection. It
mic-
might seem like it's thin, but you need those
You'll be
microns.
growing all kinds of tendrils out of your hand. Forget
This is
about
all bacterial.
it. That's straight bacteria.
You have to wear. You have to do a cream, and there's a whole like mitt you have to wear.
I hate looking at this thing.
Yeah, it's
This
well,
is
it's only good. It's only
horrific.
going to get worse.
Oh God.
Maybe
What the fuck? Oh,
we,
oh my God.
we may or may not still have Vincent Price's attention, but either way, we both know you've had your share of monsters wander through town, so to speak. So, why not commit it all the way with this swamp monster silicone dildo?
Good Lord.
It's got eyes on it, just in case.
That makes me the
you're-
most uncomfortable.
Just in
about
case the eye contact has always been your point of contention. Like I get the idea that something's dangling around there, but I want it to look at me.
it. Now, is this like a strap on, or is there like room to like it's like a sheath for a sword?
What?
Can you stick your dick in it?
I see what you
Yeah.
mean. No, it's not a sleeve,
Oh,
as
okay.
they say.
Okay. Yeah.
That's a suction cup at the base.
You just pop that thing in the
You
shower
just
and
pop
just go
that
to
on
town
any
it.
surface. Any surface.
Yep.
Some of them, I don't believe this particular model is vacuum locked, but that's the kind that has the barbs on, it, so you can pull that thing off, and then you can attach it to either a harness or there's different
Okay.
attachments, whatever
Yeah,
you can
yeah,
put
yeah.
on there.
Use it. Go
But
mobile with
this
it.
is what we call the novelty
Okay.
novelty item.
It is so strange. I think I discovered this whole thing way back when we first got Chris on the show years ago.
Yeah.
We were talking about like those weird impregnation.
Oh yeah, the alien
the
things
alien
with the
eggs
gelatin.
where
in
they
it.
yeah.
God.
Dude, there's some, and I'm not saying like I'm not shaming anybody.
Yeah,
It's
do
all
what,
right.
do what you want to do.
Like.
Do what you
But
want to do.
I was just, it was weird to discover that because I was like, whoa, I didn't know people do this.
A
that
whole
type
other
of
layer,
stuff.
man.
But I feel like if you're in the game long enough, you just probably start searching for weird shit.
You
'cause
got
you're
to,
just
yeah,
like,
you got to keep up.
all right,
You
what's
got to
new?
keep up. Sometimes
What's
it's all
new out
about the
here?
color. It's just a different material or different swirl on it. It's like a
Mhm.
tie-dye T-shirt. You never know what's going on, Bad Dragon. So it's all a mystery to people who are not who are mysterious. I'll tell you what else is a mystery. Combat, we commemorate the 4 years of your underground black market breast milk trafficking business that with a pair of nipple rings, each featuring a pendant from this do-it-yourself breast milk jewelry making kit.
what the fuck? This is like,
First of all, what kind of fucking jewelry could you make? Is it a gem? See, I was anxious to see this on the big screen
I'm
because
guessing
I
it's
don't
some
even,
kind of like a silicone
I couldn't
blend
make it out.
that the milk is essentially used like
I don't know
to
what the fuck.
color it maybe, or just
I'm
to
s-
infuse with
I'm
it.
I'm scared. I
Like
don't
it's
know.
it's just the wet element that you needed.
Yeah,
Like it could be water. Just,
I don't
but
know
this
what the
time
point-
It's breast milk.
What's the occasion? What's the point? I'm not. If this is a trend, I am unaware of this. I
Look,
would.
this is probably
I would
owned by
love to be
Gwyneth
enlightened.
Paltrow and her
She's
crazy
gotta
ass.
be. She's got to
Or
be.
goop or whatever
Milk
the
and,
fuck.
but it's milk and honey. It's a different. It's a whole
It's a
different.
pussy candle. Turn breast milk into a jewelry.
This candle's made out of pure pussy. Let me tell you what.
This kind of like that kind of screaming and shouting
Yeah.
for obscene and strange things,
Right.
demanding them to be
Mhm,
done.
mhm.
That's the kind of life that I grew up in.
There you go. We all have
Do
home.
it!
That's right. Who
This
says
doesn't
you?
make any sense?
Who says you can't go home?
I feel right at home with this.
It's all about finding out
Breast-
where.
Now the picture on the box, the
Yeah.
box titled "Milk and Honey Breast
Right.
Milk Jewelry,"
Right.
DIY breast milk jewelry.
You don't
It
ha-
looks like a weird, just like a little opal kind of thing.
I don't know why you had to read the box.
I just wanted to put my advertiser voice on. I practiced. If this is nothing else,
Right.
This is all just a like a resume clip show for
Right.
me to be an announcer of some sort
There you go.
in the future.
That's all you need to do. Just need to parlay this into an actual career.
If I can, I will pivot into a real career at some point. This will become profitable. This is my future.
It is a mortar and pestle. Yeah, you're exactly right, Juan. Juan's
Yeah,
asking
mortar.
over there in the top and the side.
But what are you grinding up? I thought it was already
it's
wet.
breast milk. They're
You
grinding
freeze
up.
it up and then
No, you
grind it up?
just pour it in there liquid and you just keep grinding it till all the all the water comes
Until
out.
it evaporates.
That's right.
and
Then all you're left with is powdered breast milk, and then you can feed that to kittens
yeah.
that are half human. You know, this it's the hybrid program.
Oh God.
Let me tell you what, Argentina is a hopping place for
It's-
genetics, but it's
it-
underground.
That still makes more sense than wanting breast milk jewelry.
Yes,
don't
it does.
understand
It does.
What is the? Why would you want to keep your breast milk as jewelry?
It's literally like the opposite of the purpose.
Yeah. You're
It's a-
stealing food from this
Yeah,
child's mouth.
That's exactly right. Give this baby. This baby can't chew on your jewelry.
That's like petrifying a bagel and putting it on, making it a necklace.
I love it. Yeah, it's bronze in it. Bronze that bagel. Let me get an everything bagel bronze. Put that on a rope
Put it on
chain.
a plaque and I'll display it like baby shoes.
Let me tell you
Did you
what.
have bronze baby shoes?
I sure do.
Weird as hell,
Isn't
dude.
that
What a
weird?
weird
It's- So
convention.
when I was younger, my grandfather used to tell me it was a Polish thing.
Okay.
I don't know if that's true or not, but
I
that's
had them
what he
too.
used
We're
to
not.
say.
We don't have a bit of Polish in
Well,
us.
then it's not a Polish thing.
Not-
So
I mean, we may, but
yeah, you never
or
know.
it just might have caught on. I mean, it might have just been a
I
trendy
think,
thing.
I think it just caught on. Yeah, I think everybody just melted down their pennies and just dropped their kids' shoes. They're like, listen, we don't have enough money to buy the second pair of shoes. If we coat these in pennies, at least it's going to
These
hold up
better
a little
last
longer.
forever.
Yeah.
This is worth 18 cents.
Now start learning to tap dance because
You got to turn a profit soon.
this cost us 15 cents in pennies. Okay.
Every minute you're not talking, walking, and doing business, you're costing us money. Okay.
We're bleeding. Let me tell you what, we're bleeding left and right. We don't have anything left. We're going to be lucky if we make it to December this year.
Get out there and prove your worth.
That's right. If you're not dancing out there for money, you better be dancing in here for heat because it's the only thing that's going to be making dinner tonight.
You dance out there on your own terms, or you come in here and you be danced around in this kitchen and through this living room at daddy's pace.
Let me
All
tell
right.
you what,
One,
I'm
two,
the
three,
metronome.
four.
I'm the
Bam,
metronome
bam,
now. I'm the metronome now. And I'll tell you what we are. We'll see you next time on another episode of the Kickstart with Matt.
And Matt,
That's it, folks.
there you go.
We did it. We screamed enough at you.
Yeah, I think they're pretty much done here.
For
on our
now.
show. They're gonna be so happy when these 2 weeks go by.
Just soak it up.
Allison was like, "We can hop in because we're gonna help take care of the place while you're gone."
That's
And
it.
She's like, "We
Yeah.
can hop in and do the
So we
show." I
got-
said, "Well, that would only work if I knew how to run the shit.
Yeah,
I don't have
exactly
a
right.
fucking clue how to do the tech stuff or uploading it or anything."
All a mystery.
Mhm.
It's all a mystery. Matt just comes here and interrupts me.
That's all I really do.
First, he eats his dinner, though. And
Yeah,
then-
that's right. First I sit in front of him to eat for 20 minutes, and then I just talk over him, and I make him put this stuff up, and I'm like, I'm gonna be famous from it. Toby Keith.
Toby Keith. That's
Farewell,
it, everybody.
Toby Keith.
Farewell, Toby Keith. This one's for you. I don't know.
Get out of here. Get off this earth now. Good
Your
riddance.
time is over.
Yes.
Make more room for Seth MacFarlane. He's getting larger.
Oh my god, is he?
All right. Huh?
Is he?
Probably.
No. Well,
He's
I like that. as
He's
just a
getting to be
theory.
that age. Yeah. All right. Well, Juan, and I'm guessing it's Zach. Maybe we got a second one, but
Could be.
Juan's the only one in the chat right now.
Yeah, it's probably Zach. Well, Zach,
But whoever it was, I like the on button on this computer. that's what Jesse said on the live stream. I don't know what the hell he's
was he
talking about.
on? Was he on the Instagram?
The on button? Yeah, he was on. He got onto the on Instagram.
There's probably some level of it that we have no idea about,
As usual.
making us look like a bunch of
As
idiots,
usual. It's just nonstop.
freaking morons.
God, whatever. Whatever. it
Two
was.
fucking morons putting shit out into the ether forever.
Whatever it is.
This is the only, by the way, I barely ever post anything on social media ever. This is the only representation that they have of me, and it's not even an accurate one.
That's what we
But
want.
here it is.
Just like the rest of social media.
Yeah, fake
We've done it.
baloney.
We've done it, everybody. All right. Well, we'll see after I get back. Maybe I'll have a tan. Maybe I won't. But I will have smoked several illegally imported Cuban cigars.
We can guarantee.
That we can
That's a
guarantee.
certainty.
We love you. Goodbye.
Goodbye.